The camera opens with the faint hum of an old truck pulling up to a massive military estate. The evening sky burns orange, and a man in worn boots steps out, holding the tiny hand of his daughter. His name is Ethan Cole, a single dad and former Army medic. His little girl, Lily, clutches her worn teddy bear, the only thing she's held onto since her mother passed away. The camera pans to the mansion ahead, guarded, silent, almost intimidating. A voiceover begins. Greater than 12 nannies came and left, but what could make a war hero walk into the one job no one could handle? If you're watching this, stay till the end, because what this single dad did next will make you believe in second chances again. And hey, if stories of love, strength, and redemption move you, hit that like button and subscribe. You'll want to hear this one. Ethan wasn't looking for work like this. He'd been struggling, odd jobs, small town repairs, doing what he could to keep Lily's life stable. But when he saw the posting, experienced caregiver needed for twin girls. Must handle extreme behavioral challenges, something in him stirred. He'd faced battlefields, not playrooms, but something about helping children called to him. When he arrived, General Harper, a stern woman in her late 40s with medals that could blind under sunlight, didn't even shake his hand. She just looked him over, her eyes sharp as steel. "You're the 13th applicant," she said coldly. "The last 12 quit. If you're smart, you'll turn around." Ethan smiled softly. "Ma'am, I've seen scarier things than tantrums." Her jaw tightened. "You'll regret saying that." Then he met them, Ava and Emma, the twin girls. They were only 7, but the pain in their eyes spoke louder than words. Their father had been a soldier too, killed overseas. Their mother, General Harper, buried herself in duty, in control, in silence. The girls lashed out, screaming fits, broken furniture, biting, running away. They'd chased off everyone who tried to care for them. When Ethan walked into their room, he didn't bring candy, gifts, or false smiles. He just sat on the floor, silent. Lily peeked out from behind him, her teddy bear in hand. The twins stared at her. For a moment, no one spoke. Then Lily walked up, placed her teddy between them, and said softly, "You can borrow him if you're sad." That was the first time anyone had seen the twins quiet. Days passed. Ethan didn't follow any handbook. When the girls screamed, he didn't shout back, he listened. When they broke things, he helped them fix it. When they cried, he didn't try to stop them, he just sat beside them until they were done. At first, they tested him, hiding his keys, locking him out, even throwing water at him. But he never raised his voice. Instead, he told them about his own pain. "Sometimes," he said one night by the fireplace, "we act tough because we're scared someone will leave again." Ava frowned. "Like Dad did." Ethan looked at her gently. "No, your dad didn't leave you. He fought so you could be safe. Just like my Lily's mom. But sometimes, brave people don't come back. So it's up to us to keep loving for them." Emma's eyes watered. She whispered, "But Mom doesn't love anymore." He paused. "Maybe she forgot how. Maybe you have to remind her." That night, the girls crept into their mother's room and left a small drawing on her nightstand, the 3 of them holding hands under a bright sun. The general found it the next morning, her hand trembling. She sat on the bed for a long time, staring at the childish scribble. For the first time in years, she felt something crack in her chest. Weeks turned into months. The twins changed slowly, laughter replaced screams, bedtime stories replaced fights. But the biggest change was in General Harper herself. She began to join them for breakfast. Then dinner. Then one evening, she stayed for story time. Ethan would sometimes catch her watching him, not like a superior, but as a mother finally remembering what warmth looked like. One night, she asked him quietly, "How did you do it? What did you say to them?" He smiled, tired but kind. "Nothing special. I just treated them the way I wish someone had treated me when I was breaking inside." The general looked down, her eyes glistening. "You saved them." Ethan shook his head. "No, ma'am. They saved themselves. I just reminded them how." But then came the real test. One stormy night, the twins overheard 2 officers talking, saying their mother might be deployed again soon. The girls panicked. They thought they'd lose her like they lost their dad. They ran away into the woods. When the general realized they were gone, her knees buckled. For the first time, the unbreakable woman broke. She looked at Ethan, her voice trembling. Please, find them. Ethan didn't hesitate. He grabbed his flashlight, called Lily, and raced into the storm. Hours passed, mud and rain soaking his clothes. Finally, he found them, huddled under a fallen tree, shivering and crying. Ava clung to him, sobbing, "We don't want her to leave again." He hugged them tight. "She won't. Not like before. You have to trust that love doesn't disappear just because someone walks away for a while." When he carried them home, the general ran out barefoot, tears mixing with rain. She hugged her daughters for the first time in years, whispering, "I'm here. I'm not going anywhere." The camera lingers on Ethan standing a few feet back, soaked, watching the reunion. Lily tugs his sleeve. "Daddy, we did it." He smiles softly. "Yeah, baby. We did. .. Months later, Ethan prepared to leave. The girls were happy, healthy, laughing. The general tried to offer him a permanent position, double pay, full benefits. But he shook his head. "Ma'am," he said, "my job here's done. You don't need a nanny anymore. You just need each other." As he turned to go, Ava ran up and hugged his leg. "You're our hero." He knelt, smiling through the ache in his chest. "Heroes don't wear capes, sweetheart. They just don't give up." The general stepped forward, her eyes softer than he'd ever seen. "Ethan, thank you. You gave me my daughters back." He tipped his head respectfully. "No, ma'am. You just needed someone to remind you how to be their mom again." The camera fades as Ethan and Lily drive off into the sunrise, the twins waving from the porch. The voiceover returns, quiet, heart.